Have you ever looked at a character and just thought to yourself, you know what, that's gonna be my best girl or best boy? That happened to me with Shamir. To be honest, when Intelligent Systems started showing us character designs, I wasn't all that excited for the game. Don't get me wrong, the designs were really great, they just weren't amazing. They didn't really stick out to me. Manuela's design came along and I thought, yeah, that's probably gonna be my best girl. Then Catherine came and I'm like, no, that's definitely gonna be my best girl. But then they revealed a character, a new character. Shamir. The moment I saw Shamir's design, I thought to myself, I don't care who they show after, that's gonna be my best girl of the game. It's set in stone, that's gonna be my favorite character. And it turns out I was right on the money. Shamir ended up becoming my favorite character, she also became my wife, we fucked a lot and had a lot of kids. And it's not like I choose my best girl based on looks. If that were the case, then Celica from Echoes would be my best girl. I still like her a lot, don't get me wrong, but she's not my best girl, not even close. And I do think Shamir has the best design of the girls, but something about her just drew me into her. I guess first thing is that she reminds me so much of Tanith. First, she kind of looks like her with the short hair. I mean, obviously, you know, it's a different color scheme, but she's got like the short hair of Tanith. I also like her outfit as well. It's not so crazy, it doesn't stand out too much, but it is beautiful and it looks great on her. Also, another thing I love about Shamir is her personality. Her personality reminds me so much of Tanith. She has that tough, no-nonsense personality of Tanith. Although I have to say Shamir is probably more chill than Tanith. Tanith is kind of a hard ass from start to finish, and Shamir is kind of the same way, but as you get deeper into her supports with other characters, she kind of mellows out and learns to kind of have fun a little bit. She even cracks jokes from time to time, which is really nice. I love her supports. I especially liked her support with Byleth. You know, me, because I'm the one that has to marry her. Everyone else stay the fuck away from her. And I like how in her support with Byleth, she opened up about her past. She was a mercenary, she traveled to Fodlan, and then she eventually was taken in by Rhea, and she became a Knight of Saros in order to repay the debt she has towards Rhea. Not the most interesting backstory, but definitely one of the better ones in my opinion, and also explains why she has that tough, no-nonsense personality. And she also loves the fact that she's a knight because she gets to punch nobles in the face. I think that's just so funny that such a serious character would say like, yeah, no, it's cool, I get to fucking fuck these nobles up. And, I don't know, I found that very funny, very interesting. What almost made me not like her as much as Catherine is their classes. So Catherine's a swords master and Shamir is an archer. And Catherine, I say Catherine because she's my second best girl of the game. But Shamir being an archer kind of threw me off because archers aren't really known for being an awesome class. Sure, you have standouts like Takumi, Shinon, Innes, and Klein, and like 2 or 3 others. But for the most part, archers typically just suck. They suck, let's be real. However, in Three Houses, archers are the powerhouses, which is it's crazy. First off, it's one of their combat arts. It's a curve shot, which gives them more range, and Shamir also has a skill which gives her another range. And then you can just go down to archer. She starts as a sniper, you go down to archer and get her aim plus 20, bump back up to archer, and then you get a bow knight, and it's more broken than Echoes bow knight. Echoes, I would say, is the other game that archers are really good. However, in Echoes, you need some more time for those archers to be really good. Don't get me wrong, still a solid class, but they just need a little more time. In Fire Emblem Three Houses, they need borderline no time for them to be just awesome. But yeah, that was my worry. I was like, oh no, Shamir, best girl, you can't be a bad unit. That is not the case by any means. I would say she was probably top 5 on my team. I still think Catherine's slightly a better unit because Swords Masters are just broken and they're fast and they can't get doubled pretty much. I mean, assuming you didn't get stat screwed. But for the most part, Catherine was not getting doubled. Even the final boss wasn't doubling Catherine, which I had a strategy for that, but I'll explain my strategy a different day. But it was the most bitch-ass strategy. But anyway, so I thought Shamir was going to be not a terrible unit, but I did fear that she was going to be pretty bad because she started as a sniper, and which in fairly early in the game, you know, she carries team for a lot of it. But man, even throughout the late game, pretty much throughout the entire game, she was a very solid unit. Obviously, the downside is that she was a little squishy, so if she got hit 2 or 3 times, she was pretty much dead. I did have to use the turn wheel. I mean, not the turn wheel, the divine pulse, my bad, a few times. But for the most part, Shamir always performed very well. She outperformed almost everyone on my team, and just a really solid unit in general. She was strong. She wasn't like the fastest, but I think she ended up with 35 speed by the final map, if I'm not mistaken, which isn't like Catherine fast, but it's still pretty fast. Only the final boss was really able to double her. Everyone else almost, I mean, unless it was like a enemy swordsmaster or something, but other than that, she was not getting doubled. Not to mention, she got critical hits out the ass. Oh my gosh. The amount of crits, especially for an archer, unless it's Takumi or shit like the other archers I mentioned before, their archers aren't critting as much as Shamir. Shamir was critting like crazy. I'd say besides Catherine, I think she got the most crits on my team. I really think that. Although being part of the Knights of Seros sucks because she's not available 100% of the time, but after the time skip, she's available. Yeah, she was available for like the rest of the chapters, which was really good. Overall, man, she's a solid fucking unit. Like that, it's crazy. Archers aren't supposed to be that good, like I said, besides a select few, but archers aren't supposed to be that good. And Three Houses just pumped them with every single steroids they could find, which was really awesome. I love that they made Shamir not only a great character, but also an outstanding, superb unit. And I think my favorite part about Shamir, well, one of my favorite parts, was in her S support with Byleth, which was weird. That S support with Byleth was really strange because at first it was kind of anticlimactic because they were talking for a little bit, and then she's like, oh, tradition is you give me the ring, we marry, we have kids, we just kind of fuck off. But then Byleth's like, oh, like what? Like Nani, like this is supposed to be a special day. Like, what is that's it? And so Shamir makes this whole speech like a typical wedding, like I love you, I want to live the rest of my life with you. She kind of says it almost sarcastically, but she tries her best, and she was just so embarrassed with it. It was a really funny S support. I didn't see too many other S supports, but this one was definitely one of the funnier ones in my opinion. She's so embarrassed. I don't know. I really love this S support. I'm glad that I got the opportunity to see that S support, and I was so scared that when I got her C support, it said, oh, you have to wait for time to pass to get the B support. I was like, you know, I didn't spoil myself too much with leaks and stuff like that for Three Houses, so I didn't know like I had to wait for the time scale. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss it. Then I gotta restart my whole game because I'm not gonna marry best girl. I don't want to settle for nobody else. But I am so glad I got to marry Shamir. I think for every playthrough, I'm just gonna marry Shamir. Like I'm gonna look at more S supports, but I can only marry Shamir. Like that's it. Like nobody else. Everybody else, you know, I appreciate you, but fuck off. Like this is my girl. This is my Three Houses girl. And honestly though, man, she is just one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite girls in Fire Emblem in general. She's definitely in my top 5. I don't know where in the top 5. Definitely not number 1 because I still love Mia a lot more. Nobody's replacing Mia. No, nobody. That's no. But I'll tell you what, Shamir does rank pretty high, fairly high in my top 5, I would say. I don't know, do I like her more than Tanith? Maybe, I don't know. I'll eventually do my top 5 or top 10 favorite Fire Emblem girls in the future. But honestly, today I just wanted to ramble on about why I love Shamir. Three Houses is such an incredible game with incredible characters like Shamir, like Claude, like it has such a great cast. It's not like Fates where I liked maybe 5 characters while the other characters were either I was kind of like meh or just downright hated. But this game, basically, I can't really find a character that I downright despise like crazy. I definitely do dislike some of them, but I don't think it ever got to the point where like I fucking hate this guy or I hate this girl. No, it never really got to that point. And Shamir is just, she's my favorite girl of the game, and honestly, probably my favorite. I'd say, yeah, she's my favorite character of the game, and I love her so much. And I just want to ramble on of why I love this girl. This girl's amazing. She's incredible. But that's just me. I love her so much. Let me know in the comments which girl or guy or whoever is your favorite character, why you love them so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Three Houses, Shamir. Enjoy Shamir. Appreciate her. Love her. Take care of her. Use her as a unit. She's amazing. And I'll see you next time. Peace. Have a great day.